So, good evening, everyone. Hi, this is Paniel here, and welcome to our conversation on home loan, all you ever wanted to know. And I have with me now Mr. V. Santosh Kumar, who will be speaking to us on various things you need to know about home loan, and he'll also answer questions if you have them. So, welcome, Santosh, to this session. Happy to have you here. So, over to you.
Thank you, Paniel. Good evening, all. Yeah, we've been talking on the home loans, so I have few things to guide my customers and the people who are looking for a at least a basic property to be purchased. So on this, I just want to continue further with our topics today: the home loans in India, the past and the present and the future. Yeah, earlier affording a house was so difficult for everyone. It used to be either for the very rich people or anyone, I mean to tell, who were, uh, the affordability was very less and the loans were given only for the government authorities or the central government authorities and the public sector companies. And way back in 1977, let's say around 45 years back, HDFC Limited, Housing Development Finance Corporation Limited, were the first people to come on the home loan awareness and taking the home loan for all of them. But even then, they had a lot of restrictions wherein they used to provide the loan only for the government sectors, public sectors, central government employees, where they are only confirmed on their employment and their retirement, and they used to calculate and they used to give on the property, and a lot of other criteria were there. This was the past. And now the present is the market today after 45 years or 40 years. We are today open to give the loan for every individual person. I am telling you, it's every citizen are eligible to take a home loan. And the taking of a home loan, it meets into a lot of criteria. So which, we will be completing on the other aspects of the questions. So this is what it is. The home loans, the rates are also very reasonable. Earlier, it used to be up to 18% and 17% like that in that range. Let's say I'm talking about 20, 25 years, 30 years back. And today, the rates are starting from 6.5%. And you can get the home loan starting as minimum as 275 square feet. And that's the upper limit, whatever is the eligibility criteria and everything is there. We can fund in Bangalore for from 275 square feet to anything as low as from starting from that. Yeah. Now, is it wise? I think I'm clear on the first session. So, is it wise to go for a home loan? Yes, it's definitely wise to go for a home loan. See, every citizen is eligible to go for a home loan. Every family is eligible to go for a home loan. Every family needs a permanent shelter. Now, if they don't have a home of their own, they'll be living in a rented house. So when you are able to pay a rent, why not pay it for your own house as an EMI and get into the home loan? Get into the home loan, take a home loan. See, among all the loans, Daniel, and for all the audience I'm telling, among all the loans, home loan is the most healthiest loan that you can have. I give you an example. See, any loans like we tend to buy on car, we tend to buy on any automobile, and we tend to buy on mobiles or something like that. So whatever the value that you give, even 10 lakhs or 15 lakhs for a car, it immediately depreciates. By the time you clear your loan, it is 1.5 times or 1.75 times or 2 times the value that you would have paid for the car with all the maintenance and everything. But after that, when you want to sell, there's no value for it. It depreciates very down. It depreciates very badly. But whereas in the home loan, even you pay and take your home loan and do, the value of the property always appreciates. So this is for physical asset you are investing. So it is wise to go for a home loan. Yeah. My salary is just 15K. Can I get a home loan? If yes, how? See, fair enough. Very good question. Now, if the salary is 15K, that's what, like, as I said, for everyone, they are eligible whose salary is 15 lakhs, 15,000 and 20,000 and 25,000 above, they are eligible definitely for a home loan. Their income has to be authenticated, and that's about it. They can go for a home loan based on their budget, not too high or not, I mean to tell, whatever is affordable for them, that they can go. Now, what I want to tell you here, the audience, everyone is, when there's a 15,000 or 20,000 rupees of salary, or even 50,000 rupees of salary, or even for the self-employed, I'm telling you, the whatever the income that you get on a month, the loan is considered to give up to 40% or up to maximum is 60%. What I mean to tell you is, let's say if a person, a salaried person gets a salary of 50,000. Now he needs to run his family, he needs to pay the EMIs, he needs to pay the other bills also. So 50% of his salary is 25,000. So the loan department will decide the maximum amount that he can pay in a month is only 50%. So that is 25,000. So 25,000 is given to their family maintenance and other aspects, which is considered. So this is what it is. So even 15,000 rupees of salary, people who are working in any other professions, that could be a carpenter, or that could be a plumber, or that could be a people working in petrol banks for this matter. Only their income needs to be authenticated, and we can consider to provide them the loan. Yeah, we have to see what criteria he falls into, and we can provide them the loan. And yes, now for 50, other thing that I want to tell you is that tenure. Whenever the loan people are going, they can go for maximum tenure of 15 to 30 years. Okay, so I suggest they go for 15 years, or whatever the maximum tenure they can get, that is good for them. So start early, think on it early, and decide it early. Never postpone for this. Okay, now I am rich. I have enough money to buy a house. Why should I still apply for a home loan? Yeah, this is again a very good question. Now let's say we have a reserve fund of 1 crore rupees, and you go for a property of 50 lakh rupees. Now what happens is that once you get the home loan from any of the bank or NBFC means non-banking financial commercial corporations. Now any where you apply for the loan, the documents get completely scrutinized. The liability entirely gets transferred to the bankers who are funding. So the bankers get the transfer of, the entire liability gets transferred to the bank. This is one advantage, so that the property is very well secured, and the property insurance is also done by default after this post-COVID. Now, the other major advantage for any person here is, once you take a home loan, in a year, up to 2 lakh rupees of interest and 1.5 lakh rupees of principal is considered for tax exemption year on year. So let's say a person has a tenure of 10 years. So he gets the exemption of for 10 years of 1.5 lakh rupees of principal and 2 lakh rupees of interest. Yeah. So selecting the right bank. Yes, there are a lot many NBFCs and banks. See, every bank meets a different criteria. And here what happens, all the banks will not fund for all kinds of properties. Giving you an example, State Bank of India are, they consider only to give for A Khata properties. So there are a lot many other khatas also, like B Khata and E Khata. So there are different types of khatas. So we will have to, this is what we provide. Shelter Services decides where to represent for that particular customer and provide them the loan, because every bank has got a different criteria and different policies. So where they take a call on this. Of course, technical and legal are to be considered, which will be initiated by the bank, and as per the policy decided by the particular NBFC or bank, they will be able to fund. Okay, how do I reduce my home loan interest? Yeah, it's a market update. It's a market update, and many of the nationalized banks are directly connected with the repo rate of the bank. Once the RBI reduces the repo rate, and they can get the benefit. And if for the other private companies, or any other NBFCs, yeah, it is better we also keep them updated, because every month EMI is going on. Once the interest rate reduced, we will have to approach them, request them, and get it reduced. This is one option. Or the other option is, if the interest is more and if they're not able to pay on something, they'll have to approach people like, home loan consultants, and we'll be able to provide them the solution where we can work better for them. That could be either could be top up, or the tenure could be altered, or the EMI could be done, where we can adjust on the insurance part. It's a market. Yeah. So apart from this, I just want to tell the audience, that be clear on the documents that you go through on every property, and make sure that you get the legal report of your individual lawyer, and as well as the bank also will do the legal, all the legal procedures, and then they will provide the loan. Make sure that the property titles are very clear. This is very important. And post 2016, wherever you see the properties, if you're buying a flat, it should be a RERA approved. This is very important. So make sure that it is RERA approved property, and accordingly, then it is RERA approved. So the builder also gets responsible to hand over the property in time for you. And like as I said, there's a lot of horizontal and vertical development happening in Bangalore. The area has been spread. The diameter of the area is getting spread on all over the north, east, south. But you make sure that where you want a property, and you can go for the property loan. That could be anything starting from the sort of 275 square feet and above that, anything. That could be the individual flat or individual house construction or property purchasing also, land purchasing also. Make sure that you go for all this. And yeah, this is what I could talk to the audience from shelter services. Any other doubt, something that you could have, which is popped up for you, you can tell me, Daniel.
Yeah, Santosh, thank you. Thank you very much. That was short and very informative. There's a lot of things which I also didn't know. So that was good. I have a few questions that I'll put up. So I wanted
Yes.
to ask about the self-employed people. What
Mhm.
I mean, what do they need to? What kind of documents they need to have to apply for a home loan?
Yeah, self-employed people, see the regular KYC documents that includes your ITR copies, PAN card copy, Aadhaar copy, and of course your address proof and everything which comes into this. And then you have the property documents. Apart from this, they'll be having the company registered for self-employed, the GST certificate,
Hmm.
and that's about it. And
And
that's about it.
how many years of IT or transaction should you show them?
Yeah, minimum 3 years.
3 years. So if
Minimum
I
3 years.
started a business, I cannot get a home loan unless it's 3 years.
No, that's not the actual fact. The general rule says for 3 years. Even two years, if you have done the IT, minimum 2 years is required. You
Okay.
can do it. See, here I just want to tell you, as the document, the document that gives you adds a lot of value.
Hmm.
Once the document is weak, the rate of interest also varies.
Okay. Hmm. Mhm. So based about you can get it with a higher interest rate or something.
Yeah, little higher interest. Yes.
And in terms
Yes.
of and when it comes to a salaried person, how many years should that person be working?
See, even if he's minimum of 1 to 2 years of working, even if I mean to tell, even if his income is authenticated, let's
Hmm.
say if he doesn't get a salary, I mean to tell, it is not filed the ITR,
Hmm.
okay, and his salary is getting accounted in the bank. Yes, he's eligible for the loans.
And what if he has will he or she have to be in the same organization for some time? Or?
So that depends. That depends. See, the person they can move from one place to another. They can do for their growth and other things. They would have got a better opportunity. Yeah,
Okay.
but here I would like to advise is once if you are updating something, either people also migrate from from Bangalore to they migrate for some other state or maybe even other countries also. It
Hmm.
is better to declare the home loan people about this. The I mean, wherever the loans they have got this thing, they
Hmm.
got the loan facilitated. So
Hmm.
it is better to declare that where they are working on the present employment.
Okay. Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, let them declare it very clearly.
So when
Or
you say home loan, does it only mean a home, or can I go in for a farmhouse or an empty land? Is this the same thing?
No, farmland funding is a different concept here
No,
totally.
actually, no. I wanted actually what I was talking about is that empty space which I want to convert it for my luxury, or I want to make a farmhouse. Farmhouse
Yeah,
means not the farming, but I want to purchase land. For that, does
yeah, I
this
do
also?
understand. I do understand. That's totally different set of rules.
Uh-huh.
That is totally different set of rules where it is a huge land in terms of hectares.
Hmm.
And let's say even if you go for a 1 hectare of land, it'll all be not in Bangalore city. It'll all be in a remote places.
Yes, yes.
So particularly you'll have to approach that kind of a bank over there to buy. The rules are totally different. Here I'm talking about the home loan where
Hmm.
it starts from 275 square feet. You can do
Okay, so minimum is 275 square feet.
275 square feet. Yeah. So as low as minimum 275 square feet. Now you can go for a property purchase. I mean, in the vacant land,
Hmm.
and you can go for a construction loan also. This we call it as composite loan.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, you purchase a property today, and you'll be getting a time to again build on that.
Okay.
So any other questions, Daniel? Coming
No,
up?
yeah, these questions I had in mind because even I am looking at something in the future. So
Mhm.
that's why I want to get these things cleared. So I think there one more thing which you spoke about, the benefit of taking a home loan, when you were talking about is it wise for me to go to a home loan? Can you just
Mhm.
highlight on those things
Yeah.
which you said the bank
Yeah,
will be, it's wise because the bank will have the responsibility. So can you just
correct.
highlight on that
Yeah.
again?
See, now it is wise to go for a home loan. Now that's what I'm telling you. Every individual citizen and every individual family, when they are staying in the temporary shelter, that is the rented house, and they can afford for to pay a rent, they
Hmm.
can also afford to go for a their own shelter, that is their own property,
Hmm.
and pay an EMI. Okay.
Hmm.
And whenever you take a loan, what happens is the entire document gets scrutinized in the bank.
Hmm.
Okay, the legal and the technical has been initiated,
Hmm.
where the documents are completely evaluated, even the land is evaluated, and means the property is very authentic property.
Hmm.
So that's what it is wise to go for a home. See, everyone cannot afford to buy completely.
Hmm. Hmm.
Correct? So
Yeah.
even if it is 10 crore rupees of property or even 10 lakhs of property also,
Hmm. Hmm.
suddenly, we can't raise so much of funds.
Hmm.
Okay. So it is better to put it onto the banks.
Hmm.
So they will be funding us. Take an EMI, and you can, whenever you want to close the loans also, you can close. So the titles are very clear in this. And here, one more thing I just want to tell you, even if you could ask, even I want to tell on this.
Hmm.
Now, how much if I'm going for a 50 lakh rupees of property, can I get a complete loan? So even if you go for a 50 lakh rupees of property, the maximum funding that can be given to any person is 80 to 90%.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, 80 to 90% you get the funding.
Hmm.
So if you're going for a 50 lakhs rupees of property, let's say 20% you have to do your own funding. So you'll have to do a 10 lakh rupees of funding.
Hmm.
40 lakhs will be given by the loan.
Loan. Hmm. So see, when I'm paying a loan, one thing is I'm paying a lot of interest.
Correct.
Say I am a, like the next point which we spoke about. I am rich, so I have, I'm a multi-millionaire, and I want to buy a house, for which 40 lakhs or 50 lakhs is not a big thing for me. I can just give it and buy it. So
Correct.
what are the disadvantages in that?
See, what happens is you always have a reserve funds of yourself. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
Let's say I'll give you an example. A person has got around 1 crore rupees of cash in his account.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, if you ask me, why should he go for a home loan? Okay. And he's buying a property of 50 lakhs.
Hmm.
Now, what happens when he goes for a home loan? One thing, the document gets scrutinized completely,
Hmm.
and even his record also gets clear, very clear.
Hmm.
There are no issues once he gets a home loan,
Hmm.
and the track record also improves for him.
Hmm.
And the other advantage here is the tax benefit also.
Hmm.
In a year, a
Hmm.
person can claim up to 2 lakh rupees on the interest and
Hmm.
1.5 lakh rupees on the principal amount.
Okay.
What I mean to tell, let's say if a person has to pay around 1.5 lakh rupees of principal, let's say 1.5 lakh rupees of interest, whatever accordingly is tax slab is there, 10%, 20%, 30%. So accordingly, he can get so much of benefit from it. So year on year, he is getting. However, he would have saved his money through life insurance or health insurance or somewhere to various other investments. You know that maximum he can go up to 1.5 lakhs.
Hmm.
On addition to this, if the home loans are there, he can take the benefit of this.
Okay. 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 There was one more.
But in general, I tell all my audience and all my customers,
Hmm.
start working at early age
Hmm.
because age also matters. Once you are in a retirement age and you want to settle now and you want to do no, everyone says once I'm retired, I'm settled.
Hmm.
No, you have to start at very early age. Even I could say even 25 is a very good age or 22 is a very good age.
Hmm. Hmm.
Here the age also matters because that maximum tenure that they can get the benefit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Santosh, great. Thank you.
Yeah, I
Thank
have
you
one
very
more thing
much.
to announce here. I have one more thing to announce.
Yes,
See, every individual buyer, when they go for a authenticated property and whether they construct a house or buying a flat for the first time, there is one something called as Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, wherein they give the benefit of 2.6 around 2.67 lakhs of subsidy
okay.
for the first time home buyers. Which the directly they could not be done by the bank. It is the government people who have to provide us.
Hmm.
They'll have to apply for it and take the benefit out of it. It will take at least 45 days to 30 to 45 days, whatever the timeline is there. Accordingly, they will get that benefit. They'll have to apply for it
Hmm.
after they get the home loan. So directly that amount gets subsidized in their outstanding amount.
Outstanding. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Great, Santosh. Thank you very much. Thank you. It was informative, and we'll do more sessions. Maybe we can, divide the sessions into something that people want. Maybe people will ask us questions like, we want to know about this, like RERA, like these khatas. These khata things are also, many people are a little confused about it. So we can do a little small, 15-20 minute sessions on these, and enlighten people about all these things. So anyway, thank you very much.
Thank
And
you very much.
yeah.
It was a nice time with you people, and I thank all my audience for their presence and their precious time. Anything that would be requiring on the home loans, any doubt that comes up, my number is there. You're always welcome to give me a call or message me or email me. I'm there to always to service them. Thank you very much, Panel.
Okay. Okay, Santosh. Thank
Good
you.
night, everybody.
Good night. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night. Thank you. Bye.